Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel if you're new. I hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you are. My name is Kseniya and I make videos for people who, like myself, are going through the family-based immigration process. I'm not an immigration attorney. My videos are based on publicly available information, my own experience, and the experience of my subscribers, and the purpose of my channel is to give you guys the confidence to go through this process completely on your own. In today's video, we're going to talk about the new 2023 poverty guidelines that were just recently posted by USCIS. So in the first half of this video, I'm simply going to show the updated poverty guidelines, if that's what you're here for. And then after, we will talk about some things that you need to consider while you're going through the immigration process for your family members. So first and foremost, if you go to uscis.gov and in the search bar, you simply search Poverty Guidelines 2023, it will take you to a page where you will be able to find the updated poverty guidelines. These were updated March 1st, 2023, starting March 1st of this year. If you are submitting your adjustment of status application or if you're doing consular process, make sure that you follow the updated poverty guidelines for the purposes of your affidavit of support. On the screen, you will see two tables. One is the previous poverty guidelines from 2022, and one is the updated poverty guidelines from 2023. And every year you will notice that there are increases in the required amount of money that the petitioning sponsor or the joint sponsor needs to make in order to be able to sponsor an intending immigrant. For the purposes of family-based green card, you will be looking at the column that is called 125% of poverty guidelines. So this is the column that you need to be referring to find out how much money you need to be making in order to sponsor your relative. The number in the last column will depend on the size of your household. If you are the petitioning sponsor, you will have to count people in your household plus the intending immigrants. And then if you are a joint sponsor, or also known as a co-sponsor, you will have to also make sure that you calculate your own household size plus the intending immigrants, and that way you'll be able to see how much money you need to be making. If you are unsure how to calculate the household size, I have many videos regarding the affidavit of support in general, and I do have a detailed video with examples on how to calculate specifically the household size on the affidavit of support. So now that we are familiar with the updated poverty guidelines, this is actually the part of the video that I really want you guys to pay attention to so you can avoid some mistakes in the process. So first and foremost, this number that you're seeing in these tables must be reflected in your U.S. federal tax returns, specifically in the total income line. I do frequently get questions such as, my previous year's tax returns don't show this amount, but I currently make enough money and I can show proof of my current income this year. How can I go about it? Based on the experiences that my subscribers share with me, is that people who are applying for adjustment of status via USCIS and people who are going through consular process via the NVC, the way that the current income is treated is a little bit different. Unfortunately, when it comes to applicants who are currently inside the United States adjusting their status, all USCIS cares about is the amount that is reflected on your U.S. federal tax returns, and you will have a very difficult time trying to prove to them that your current income is enough to sponsor an intending immigrant. All they want to see is this amount listed on your federal income tax returns. If it's not, it is very likely that you will get a request for evidence, also known as an RFE. However, when it comes to the NVC process, I see the NVC being a little bit more lenient with sponsors when it comes to not having that amount listed on tax returns. However, showing proof of current income, such as current pay stubs, a letter from employer, stating how much they're projected to make this year. Again, just to recap, USCIS is less lenient in that regard. They only care about your tax returns, and the NVC seems to be a little bit more lenient. If you can provide additional proof of current income, they are more likely to consider it. And again, this is just based on the experiences that that my subscribers have been sharing with me. The next thing I want you guys to consider is that the amount listed on these tables is actually misleading. And unfortunately, if the amount of money that is listed on your federal tax returns is very close to the amount that is listed on these tables, that you're also very likely to receive a request for evidence. They don't specify it anywhere. However, again, this is all based on the experience of people that I work with, is that you need to be making way over the amount that they list on these tables. So for instance, for a household of 2 people, which is a very frequent case, right? For people who are recently married, for example, going through the marriage-based green card, there's only 2 of you in the household. The required amount based on these tables is $24,650. If you make $25,000 a year approximately, it is very likely that USCIS will still issue you a request for evidence. I can't tell you exactly how much higher it needs to be, but they are more likely to issue you a request for evidence if the amount that's listed on your tax returns is very close to the amount that they list on these tables. So that is another thing you want to consider before you move forward. If you have had similar experiences as I described in this video today, please share it in the comments below. I really appreciate when people come back and share their experiences, because your comments are very valuable to any new people that come to this channel asking for help. If you have any additional questions about the affidavit of support, I have an entire playlist which I will also link under this video. In that playlist, you will find the guides on how to fill out the affidavit of support as a petitioner or as a joint sponsor, how to calculate the household size, how to list your income and taxes, what to do if you are the sponsor that files taxes jointly with their spouse. I promise you will find answers in those videos to any of your questions. You just have to look. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and I hope to see you guys in my next videos. Bye!